I'd like to call on the filmmakers. Please, by the way, Matt Minton is going to be our moderator. This is Matt, everyone. For Prom Party. Jeremy, Billy, Ray, John, Precious.
Just a reminder: when you walk out of the auditorium, you can vote for your favorite film and for the audience choice. There'll be a QR code outside, so be sure to scan that before you leave the theater. Thanks for coming. I guess if we wanted to start by going down the line, if you want to introduce yourself, which film you were a part of, and just what it was like maybe seeing this in a crowded theater today.
Okay. Is it on? Hello?
No.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. I am Precious Paula Nicole from the Philippines. Mabuhay! So I am the lead of Lip Sync Assassin, and here with me is my director and producer, John Galvez.
Hello. Hi everyone, good evening. Thank you for joining us here. I'm John Galvez. I'm the writer-director of Lip Sync Assassin. So thank you so much. It's so good to see it here in premiere here in Los Angeles. Very, very grateful. Yeah, it's so overwhelming. So thank you so much.
I'm Jeremy Von Stilp. I did AutoErotica. We buy taste stuff.
Hi, I'm Phil Tice. I'm the writer and one of the actors in Prom Party Massacre. We also, our director could not be here tonight, the wonderful Jordan Gustafson, but they send all of their love. And it's so phenomenal getting to see this, especially a musical with a live audience. And boy, were you guys a great audience. My God. Thank you so much for such an enthusiastic reception.
I'm Jake Bridgman. I'm the producer of Prom Party Massacre. And it was so wonderful to see this in a crowd. I've seen it in a theater before, but only with my cast and crew. So seeing it with a bunch of people who have no connection to it was super great.
I have one. My name's Pat Kim Tatum. I directed Glory. This was actually interesting. I just said to Billy as we came up here, I got really emotional watching it this time around. We premiered in Brooklyn a couple months ago, and I don't know, for some reason it just like hit different today. So thank you for being here, and also thank you for celebrating queer joy with us.
Hi, I'm Billy Griffin, Jr. I wrote and produced and acted in Glory. And yeah, I was totally out of my body in the first one, so I was more in my body for this one. So it's really
We're present now.
Well, thanks everyone for being here. I guess if we want to go down the line, and for the filmmakers and for the actors, if you want to talk about how you got, maybe for the directors, how you got the idea for this project, and then for the actors, producers, just how you got involved with the project.
Okay, I'll go first again. I don't have a choice. But I do believe that I'm expecting for the Best Dressed Award tonight. Okay, we're not really met before, John Galvez. He just messaged my manager that he wanted to do a short film about a drag queen who's, struggling to earn money for her family and for her daughter. And then, I don't know, it's just maybe, this is my third short film in the Philippines. So let me just tell you a short story. So when I was shooting the second short film, I just told my friends like, I'm starting to enjoy this this life. An actress, you know. So I was like, I told my friends like, okay, let's shout it to the universe that I want another one. And then it's so amazing. After 2 weeks, John messaged my manager and then said that he would like me to start the film. And I was like, okay, thank you, universe. So when we met, he went to the club that I was working with, and then he gave me the script. And right there and then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna read it. I already said yes. yes, let's do it. When is the taping? When is the shooting? I'm ready. Let's go and let's do it.
Yeah, so that's the story. When I was writing the script, I was already thinking about Precious Paul and Nicole to star in it. Mainly because I want, of course, her talent is amazing, no doubt about it. Because I want someone to portray it to be an actual lip sync assassin, a Drag Race Philippines season 1 winner. And at the same time, because Sampaguita, the main character, is a father. And I believe her talent, she would be able to portray the father part really well. So Lip Sync Assassin is mainly inspired by, and I dedicate Lip Sync Assassin to all of the breadwinners in the Philippines. If you're gay and you're part of the LGBT community, someone you're expected to be the breadwinner and you'll be the one supporting your family when your parents grow old. And that's the main inspiration of that.
Yeah, I just want to add that back in the Philippines, I do have a drag daughter. So she is living with me for 3 years now. She's an A5 queen, and she's now working drag queen in the Philippines. She's, and I believe that she's getting the recognition that she deserves. And she's a girl, so just like me when I was in the Philippines, I live in the province, having those big dreams to be the city and to be seen. So yeah, when I told John that yes, I can relate to Sampaguita's character because I believe that I am a father, but I don't look like a father tonight. So okay, that's just yeah, in the film. So yeah.
So probably about 2 years ago, I interviewed the owner of a different antique porn store. There's a lot of those in San Francisco, I guess. But for a publication, and his story was so impactful, and so I tried getting him on video for ages, and he just like wouldn't do it. And then my husband suggested I approach Bradley, who was doing the social media for AutoErotica, and then myself, and then Ori, who's here with us, the co-producer. We filmed that talk first, where he was, discussing for 2 hours all the people that he lost to AIDS in this slideshow that Bradley helped put together. And I think that was kind of the seed idea. But Patrick was really resistant. He was kind of doing it as a favor to Bradley, really. So when we showed up, he wouldn't even make eye contact with me. But then when Ori showed up, he started flirting with him. And yeah, he really just was so not about it the whole process. The drummer part, I just needed like 20 seconds of VO about it, and that took like a month to get him to agree with. And then when he finally saw the first edit, Bradley said, it's the first time I've ever seen Patrick shut up. And I was really moved by it. And then I ran into him at an art gallery opening. It's like when you see your teacher at the grocery store. You left your store. And he was like, this is amazing, I'm all in, I love it. Let's make a feature. I just watched the Liza Minnelli documentary, like why don't I have one? Liza Minnelli, but I'm glad that you're enjoying this one. So. And he actually bought my ticket to come to Los Angeles because he was just so excited. So.
So the idea for Prom Party Massacre came around, I guess, 2.5 years ago. Jordan, our director, has such a love for classic movie musicals and shooting choreography and these great, Little Shop of Horrors and Singing in the Rain and all of these. And I'm their resident like horror freak that they know, and they said, well, maybe Phil can write this. And you know, we had many hours in a diner talking about how we might go about making something like this, and not just something that was an ode to, you know, the slashers of the 80s and the musicals of the 50s that we all loved, but finding a way to kind of re-inject that queerness that we, you know, both feel in our lives, and so do so many of our cast and crew members who, you know, really put their love into this project, and to reclaim some of those tropes that still don't sit right with us, even in our favorite movies, of those gay characters dying so early or always being revealed as the evil, maniacal, you know, deviant villain. So instead, our villain was like the most toxic allyship you could ever imagine. And it came together with some really wonderful collaborators, and I'll let Jake speak on that a little.
Yeah, I've been producing Jordan's films since we were in college together, so they're a long-term collaborator. And when they brought this story, I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's make a horror musical for very little money. Like, that's gonna be like the best challenge ever. And so we actually shot it almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah, I think it's like a year ago next week.
Yeah, we did it in 5 days here in Los Angeles. Some days with so much choreography, we were getting 40 or 50 shots a day, which is really, really difficult since working really long hours and blacking out our friend's house. And a friend of mine lent us the house, and we totally destroyed the house. It almost ruined the friendship, but that's fine, because we made an awesome movie. And it just goes to a testament to how awesome our cast and crew was in making something so fun in such a tight, narrow deadline in terms of both resources and, you know, we had a very small crew, so kudos to everybody who worked on it, who is here and not here.
So not only is Billy the most amazing actor, he also is the most amazing writer and creator. He is the one who wrote this beautiful short, so I'm going to let him talk on where that came from.
I did a lot of glory hole research. Academics. You know, it's there's something that sort of lived in the zeitgeist as kind of this like punchline of a joke or something, and in the like actual digging into the history of it, was really struck by how like in moments and times where it was sort of dangerous to be known, it was like a really profound like space for connection and fantasy, and I got really interested in the overlap of grief and fantasy and how that is like, who knows who's on the other side of that, you know, that's like, there's something really interesting about that. Yeah, is that what else?
Well, you also wrote that show for that theater in New York that you got rejected from.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it started as a theater piece, and Hunter, who is here, who played my dead boyfriend, Hunter actually, he and I filmed a lot of those like memory sequences in 2019 for an application for a theater piece where he was my ex-boyfriend, so he's been upgraded to dead boyfriend. But we had all these like things that existed from, you know, literally 4 or 5 years ago, and so this idea of kind of integrating.
And then you did that one-man Zoom show during the pandemic. Yeah, there's a timeline.
Which was also really about grief. And you know, around the same time, I lost a really dear sort of formative gay friend, and I was also, you know, a lot of this was sort of about like those people that as young queer people in particular, we like put a lot of our identity into, and they sort of depend on them, and sort of what we're left with when those people evaporate. And that was a lot what I think this story was about.